it's the last Thursday here at Halloweekends at Cedar Point. So, how much can I do on this very, very popular day? Well, I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. And let's go. The lines have already begun. I've just walked in. It's huge lines. But that's what happens on Thursday at the end of the year. Now, this is still way better than this weekend's gonna be, but today is the very last Thursday of the season. Now, there will still be one more Thursday while the park is still open, but they will not be open. And that's actually Halloween Day. Cedar Point will not be open on that day. They will be open though that weekend on Friday and Saturday for the end of Halloweekends, November 1st and 2nd. And that is my 45th trip into Cedar Point this season, which I love. That's not including going to Busch Gardens. That's not including going to Carowinds. That's not including going to Kings Island. That's not including any of the other places that I've visited this year. Just Cedar Point 45 times. Now, you'll remember that I said that Thursday nights were the least busy night and are a gift to pass holders here at Cedar Point. And that is still very, very true. But obviously things are crazy busy on these Thursday nights because we're very close to the end of the year. Like I said, things get busier and busier and busier throughout the season. If you can come to Cedar Point earlier on, meaning in September, you will have some of the best wait times that you've ever seen. But on Thursdays, at the end of October, you're gonna have some very, very busy amounts of time. So it's 7 o'clock right now. I do need to grab some food. So we're gonna go try to find something to eat here. And beyond that, we're gonna continue our night and do as much as we possibly can. So this video is really mostly for next year. I'm gonna release it this year just as something for us to see what we were able to do here at Cedar Point, just for the funsies of it. But all the data in it, I'm gonna repost it, maybe repackage it, we'll see. And we're gonna talk about all of this stuff next year also, before Halloweekends start, so that we really can get an idea of how long things are going to take at the end of the year, and whether you should come on these days or not. And here we are to grab some food. Let's go into the Grand Pavilion. Wow, yeah, like I said, the lines are lining today. Now, I've never tried the steak before here. So I think right here at the very end of the year, I'm gonna try the steak for the very first time. All right, so like I said, this is the very first time that I've ever tried this steak. It's just not seems very appetizing to me, but let's try it and see what we think. All right, so this is the ginger soy steak. Okay. That is way better than I anticipated. Oh my word. That's delicious. It's a little bit rough. There's a few little fatty pieces on it, but like they don't taste bad. It's just sometimes it's a little bit hard to chew. And it is like a nice mixture of salty and sweet. It doesn't need more salt. I like that a lot. Of course, the potatoes are always amazing. Well, it was delicious. I'm actually pretty amazed at that. That was very fantastic. Again, fantastic. It did taste very good. But there were moments where like I literally had to take it and like the crust around it, I had to like rip it apart with my hands to get it to come apart. It wouldn't come apart with the plastic knife. So, you know, it is still rough. But I'm not saying I didn't like it. I absolutely liked it, and it was very, very delicious. Now, like I said, we're going to be standing in regular lines today, whatever that means. If it means they're long, it means they're long. If it means they're short, then that's awesome. So we're gonna kind of go back and forth between different things. I'm still holding out that I think tonight at midnight, our haunted houses are going to have the lowest lines, even though it's very busy. Now, lowest lines doesn't mean they're going to be non-existent though, especially at this point. So we may need to still get a haunted house in here or there, but we're gonna try to really focus on some coasters here for a little bit here. And one of them is Gatekeeper that we're going for right now, which looks like it has a pretty decent line. Although it says 0 minutes, I don't think that's true. 18 minutes right now. I've got one more train to load. And I said 20 minutes. Downstairs it said 0 minutes. So very clearly off on the downstairs area. But this is definitely a pretty decent wait still for this ride. So let's hop on to Gatekeeper tonight. Now that that's done, I love Gatekeeper. It is one of my favorites. On it though, I was just reminiscing because it's like, at this point in the year, it always feels like, man, everything just opened up yesterday. But at the same time, if I really think back, we go all the way back to the eclipse on the beginning of this year when I got to ride that ride for the first time this season. Man, that does feel like a long time ago. It's funny how the year goes by in such a flash, and yet, yeah, it was a while ago. We got our scary clowns in here tonight. They do roam all over the place. What's this too? Oh, I love this. Thank you very much. Woo! Oh, now let's do it now. Man, look how it's lingering even. That's beautiful. All right, we are headed off to Raptor right now. It is 8:38. It took us a little while. We got some drinks and they got some food also. And lines are pretty big. They're at the bar right now too, which is kind of gonna be a norm thing here. Also, although I think as the night goes on, it'll get less and less and less. This says a 30-minute wait right now. Let's go. I bet it'll be shorter than that. But we'll test this and see if it is less or not. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be a 30-minute wait, but you never know until you get right up there. So we'll see what it's actually like. But the line doesn't look that big. Yeah, the closer I get, the better it gets. This is not a 30-minute wait, there's no way. So just like I did for Gatekeeper, I'm gonna call it, and I'm gonna say this is gonna be, we'll say a 15-minute wait. The thing is, I'm torn between 15 and 10, but we'll say 15 officially and see how close I am. I think either way, I'll be closer to what this really is than what Cedar Point says it is. But honestly, if Cedar Point is going to say it's 30 minutes and it's only 10, then that's an awesome thing. I'd rather them overestimate it rather than underestimate it. So it has been 7 minutes right to here, but they are having a problem with something on the elevator. I think they're just getting people off of the elevator. So because of that, they're having a very short delay. But yeah, not long at all. It was 10 minutes exactly to get onto that ride. And I called 15, I was 5 over. Cedar Point was 20 over. Let's go. It is 9 o'clock now, and it seems like the pathways are already quite a bit more sparse than they were just a little bit ago, even just an hour ago. So things are going to clear out on these Thursdays. I mean, a lot of people have work in the morning, a lot of people have families, and they need to get them to bed for school. So around 9 or 10 o'clock, things start to clear out a little bit more, and you end up with fewer people here, because mostly it is locals that are here on these Thursday nights. Again, another reason why it makes these Thursday nights such a nice thing. And now we are headed over to Blue Streak, or for Halloween, Boo Streak, to go see what it's like. Let's go have some fun, see how long this line is. Wait time says 0 minutes here. And I'm gonna say 0 minutes also. Obviously, there's not much of a difference one way or another. The biggest wait that you're gonna have is just walking up to it at this point, which is fantastic. It's gonna help us get all kinds of stuff done this evening. I love it. Cannot wait to ride it one more time. This is an airtime machine, one of my favorite rides, or just a very fun ride, I guess. So let's go. And that was pretty much a walk on, maybe 2 minutes at most. That was way worse than I remember it being. Back row, that hurt. That hurt real bad. Now, apparently they liked it because they were on a non-wheel seat, so maybe a good tip for you.
Thanks for that tip, Jesse.
Not a fan. I was not a fan of that one. Now, I do like it better when it is in the very front row. Front row is way more fun, in my opinion. But, I mean, it still was fun. It's just, I wasn't nearly the fan I usually am of that ride. They sing every 2-3 minutes. Next, we might be headed to Valraven. Oh, that's not worth it. Look at that. That's longer than a 30-minute wait.
That looks like an hour and 30.
Yep, we're not doing that. We'll move on to something else instead. Now, there is something that I kind of wonder about here. Why is this lit up? The new part of the ride. The part that already exists, but this is not lit up. Are they getting rid of the old part? Are they redoing the track on the old part so it's all consistent? What is it that they're doing? They do actually have, it looks like, a train back up here too. I just wonder what's actually happening, and I wonder if that's being done on purpose. I mean, usually Cedar Point does stuff like this on purpose to tell people kind of a hint of what's actually happening. Like, they didn't have this light up for a very, very long time because they weren't going to be opening it. So it just makes me wonder. I don't know. Leave down in the comments what you think might be happening with Top Thrill 2. What are your hopes or what are your thoughts? I'd love to hear them down in the comments. Corkscrew's closed. We're not doing that. Taylor is devastated. He's crying as we talk. Yeah, he's in agony. It's like I just punched him in the gut. 5-minute wait on Magnum. You can't see it though. But just trust me, that's what it says. This is just a straight walk on though. I'm not even sure that it's a 5-minute wait, but it doesn't really matter. Either way, it's pretty much just a walk on. All right.
They might be on the cargo.
Magnum, let's go.
Enjoy your ride on Magnum. Goodbye. Goodbye.
It's been a 6-minute wait and we were stuck down at the bottom for a little bit. So, very short wait. All right, so we just got done with Magnum. That was my redemption ride on Magnum. Magnum is the ride that I lost this phone on that I'm recording on just recently. So if you want to go check that out, go check out that video because I actually talked about all of it. I had the process to get the phone back, all that kind of stuff. So go check that out if you would like to know what happens if you lose your phone here at Cedar Point. Whoa. Here come the chainsaws. Is Juice gonna be around here? Juice! Hey! Just wanted to say hi. Have
I lost
fun.
a finger.
No way!
I gotta find it.
Do you want to do Cutthroat Cove?
Oh yeah, sure. Sure, yeah, let's do bloodbath.
What?
I'm not even sure how she made that noise. It sounded like someone was underneath her. Oh, hey! It's Beth!
Hello.
You want to come with us to bloodbath? Yeah?
Sure.
Okay, come with us. Decent line. This one moves forward pretty quickly though. If you want to do all of the haunted houses, especially at this point, you're gonna have to wait in a couple of lines. Unfortunately, this one usually has one of the lowest lines that you can get though, across the board. So this is one of the better bets to choose, and it also moves pretty quickly because it's less focused on scares and more focused on just a good, fun, bloody time. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be 25 minutes. They don't have a wait for it otherwise, so I can't compare it to what Cedar Point has. But also, Multiple Smiles is here. Say hi. Steel Vengeance said 45 minutes and now says 60 minutes. We're not doing either of those. We don't want to wait in that long of line. And I have seen that line really go down to nothing at the end of the night. So we're not going to worry about it for right now. And instead, we're going to hit some haunted houses like Cutthroat Cove. I guess that's not really a haunted house, but we're going to that. We'll hit a couple other things too. So let's go. Cutthroat Cove, let's go. When you get out of Cutthroat Cove, you can get up here and see the line that's gonna be for cornstalkers. So take that into account as to whether or not you want to get into line for cornstalkers. I do find that usually it gets a lower line as the day goes on. Later on in the evening. So we're gonna come back to this one for right now because this one is a pretty long line here for cornstalkers. Oh guys, I gotta talk to Scully. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a mistake.
Tell me why
I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. All right, we are headed down to Trail Tavern. We'll see what else we hit. We'll probably hit Blood on the Bayou because I think you can drink your drink going through Blood on the Bayou. We just asked the security people if that was okay, and they said yes. You can drink in the line for Slaughterhouse, but not in the rest of the queue. By the way, I love this coloring. Look at that. All the pretty red leaves and mixed with a little bit of blue that adds just a little bit of texture to it. I love it. I love lighting design. It's so fun. That's part of the reason why this time of year is so much fun to walk around.
Yeah.
All right. Trail Tavern. Here we are. All right, come see Alex. Tip him well. You've got one more week, guys, to come hang out with him.
He's off to Texas.
Oh, you're off to Texas.
I'm a toast.
Drinks in hand. We're headed off to Blood on the Bayou.
I know the weird
Blood on the Bayou. I love this. It is a long walk back, but they have also shortened the rest of the path, and that makes it, I think, better. It doesn't feel as stretched out, and it feels like you have more scare actors around to scare you while you're going on it. Definitely really fun. That's how I sound when I go to the bathroom too. They've added path dividers here now. We've already seen people be confused about where to go. So apparently they were even more confused. So they needed path path dividers, which I guess makes sense. I mean, if you have people who are coming who have never been to this park before, it's gonna feel confusing. This year?
Yeah. First time ever.
Take a look at my artwork right there. I did that. See? You know? I don't think that's by myself.
Hey, you walk straight.
He's being gotten. Go! Go!
I'm paranoid now.
People in a bayou looking at each other, having a conversation. So what about it? I don't see no point. Am I right? Why is he making a big deal just about two people
I don't know.
talking? Is this that rare for him? I don't understand.
I think you've
that
asked me
difficult.
for my drink before.
Oh, because you got the moonshine.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
It's some
Yes.
good fiery swamp water.
Yes.
Oh.
I've been recording that this whole time. All right, next is Slaughterhouse. Now, one thing I will say about what we just did, Blood on the Bayou takes a very, very long time to get through. Slaughterhouse takes a lot less time, but you need to devote yourself. This line is apparently not moving. The freight line's completely full. Nothing's been happening. But if you get in this line and you need to turn around or you need to exit, you can usually do it right over here, which is where I'm going to take you right now. So you can save face to get out of the line and not look like you chose poorly. It's right here. Whoa! My big fat butt. Oh, there's nothing back here. We're just walking around. Oh, well, I love it back here anyway. The Witch Sisters used to do stuff back here. Coming in for one more fireball. You close in 1 minute.
I do, yeah.
What's your last drink?
Whoa.
You better
I mean,
top it off.
no, I'm done. I'm done. 30 minutes. But honestly, 30 minutes of this is basically just the main line. Because you're going to have a 15-minute wait at least just down the ramp on this. So if there's anything outside of the ramp, it's going to be 30 minutes. A fast lane line when this queue is full is going to be 20 minutes no matter what. So 30 minutes is not terrible for Millennium Force. I think this is actually going to be substantially less than a half hour, which is going to be all right, here we go. Hop on to Millennium Force. All right, let's go. It is time. All right, after that, such a great ride, by the way. I love it that ride is so old and yet so much fun. But we are now on our way to do one more ride, or as many more rides as we can. We have a half hour left. That did take about 20 minutes, like right on the dot, for us to get into that, which is less than what they said. I do think I may have said about 20 minutes on that. I don't know if I did talk about that or not. But yeah, definitely really fun. So, we are on our way now to go hit probably Iron Dragon, and we'd like to hit Midnight too by the end of this evening. So, that's gonna be Taylor's last ride of the year. I know it's getting so bad, it's all the lasts. We're headed out to this now, usually late at night. If there's nobody in line, they'll usually let you in through the fast lane or the freight lane. Ooh, that scared me like crazy. Definitely really fun though. All right, next we are headed off to Midnight, which I think is gonna be the last thing. Unless maybe we end up hitting Max Air after that, probably. Kind of depends on how long the line is, I suppose. Yeah, I haven't ridden the Ferris wheel either. I don't know if I ever have this year. I've waited in the line, but as a single, you can't ride it. This is one of Taylor's favorite rides. We're running to midnight while they run that cycle. We're gonna see if we can get straight on it, straight through it, and then get through Max there for the final thing. Yep, no line. Let's go. Taylor says this will end up being the last thing. I do love coming back here. It's pretty cool. Wow, though. We might still have time at the end of this. Who knows? 3 minutes to go hit Max Air. One last ride. And last year he and I missed it because we tried to go hit midnight. So I'm glad we're making it this year. I think, yeah. We're gonna pay a call on the Addams family. Oh yeah, here we go. On to Max Air. And I'm tired. Told you you should trust me. Last ride of the night. Oh yeah, for everyone. It's the last night. Yes. It's 12 o'clock right now. Also, on Mr. Midnight, someone told me that I should never shave my beard ever again.
That did happen, yes.
It's gonna happen. I'm still gonna shave my beard again. But I might just leave the mustache next time, so. Last ride of the night. Well, thanks for hanging, Taylor.
Hey, you're welcome.
It's been fun to hang with you this year. I'll hang with you again this winter too.
I'll hang with you on Monday.
I think we're gonna do a pub crawl in Fort Wayne just on Monday. So, but it probably won't be out for a long time. So, but thank you guys.
He'll backlog it till like February.
Yeah. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. Press that subscribe button and like button, all that kind of stuff. Also, go press that join button if you want to get the most up-to-date information about Cedar Point. And as soon as I get done filming and editing a video, it goes directly onto the members only page, which Multiple Smiles is on too. So you can be cool like she is. So.
Like me.
So go check it out. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and let's go. Hey, thanks for watching. I release theme park related videos at least a couple times a week, so press that subscribe button if you made it this far. Also, check out similar videos in the playlist to the right or find my newest video to the left. Thanks again, and let's go!